Okay, so coming in on some recent T band uh, albums and tracks I own in my catalog. First up, some AOR Trillion. I do love that cover. The back cover. So let's talk of bands going AOR in the late 70s. If you like Styx at the late 70s, you like Kansas late 70s, early 80s, REO Speedwagon, even second and third album Doc Holliday. This band is for you. We've got Holdout, Give Me Your Money, Honey, Never Had It So Good. You go to side two, Hands to the Wind, Bright Night Lights, Child Upon the Earth. Yeah, there's a lot of people on this. There's different lead vocalists depending. Frank Barbalace on electric and acoustic guitar vocals, lead vocals on Child Upon the Earth. Dennis Fredrickson, lead vocals and bells. This is a Chicago band, Styx. Another Chicago band. I mean, well, Cheap Trick came out of Rockford, Illinois, and out of Champlain, Illinois is REO Speedwagon. So, this is a product of its time and of its era, but it's really sharp. And they did a second album after this. There was a third album that came out digitally, and then about a year and a half ago, it came out as Trillion 3, but half the songs are Trillion, and the other half, I believe, are. I think it's the drummer, Bill Wilkins. So, doing solo tracks. It's a little odd. But Trillion for your lust, AOR, classic bands that deserve a lot more attention. Up next, the second greatest Canadian power trio of all time, Triumph. Progressions of Power. This is 79, 80. 80. Man, this is heavy. I know Rush is my favorite Canadian band. It is what it is. But Rick Emmett and company, my God, were they some of the greatest musicians ever, and heavy, especially pre-83 Triumph. They could do whatever. You even go to the Rock and Roll Machine, where the side two is a live set, and they're covering Joe Walsh just after you put on a Rocky Mountain Way, and they're just nailing it like it's their own. I Live for the Weekend, In This Night, Nature's Child, Finger Talking, Hard Road, Tear the Roof Off. It's bluesy, it's prog, it's heavy, it's just stone cold rock. And honestly, I prefer the heavier, even Lay It On the Line was the year before, from Just a Game. I prefer the pre-commercial Triumph, even when there's commercial songs on them. It's just, they smack you in the face on the pre-81, pre-82 albums, where you have to sit there and go, what was that? Who, this is on Attic and RCA. Triumph, who just came back this year, as did Rush. It's a massive appeal, and of course, Rush is living up to the song from '85, "The Big Money." Big money makes the world go round. Big money rules your life, and they don't have the balls to play that song. Well, Ticketmaster, Live Nation, fuck us out of big money. But it's all well and good. Whatever. Oh, there's gonna be a Rush ranking album too at some point. There'll be a whole video for that, because like King Crimson and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, Genesis, I can't go my life without Rush. Next up, Triumph, Allied Forces. Okay, so for some people, this is where the commercialism starts to just drip in quite a bit. Why I paid $10 for this 4 years ago? Holy shit, I did pretty good, even with the beat up, even with the weight induced crush lines across the sleeve and everything like that. $10 for this. This thing, it looks and plays near mint. Fool for Your Love. Of course, track 2. Magic Power. I'm young and I'm free. Got the magic power of the music in me. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. The title track, Allied Forces, Heavy, Bruising. You got the steamroller, the short 4-minute track, Hot Time in This City Tonight. Absolutely bruising. Then you turn it over to side 2. You get the almost 7-minute classic, Fight the Good Fight. I mean, does it get much better than that? I like to point out right now that of all the Triumph deep cuts, this might be the best one. It's a little 7.5 minutes long. It's called Ordinary Man. A lot of people don't know that track. Like, go listen to Ordinary Man from Triumph. That's going to hit you in a lot of different ways. It'll touch you in the feels, especially as you get older and you see the things that are wrong and what you want to be, who you should be, what you're taught how to be, but the culture and society that's backed by a whole bunch of 3 family bankers refuses to let you be that way and tell you you're wrong. But go listen to Ordinary Man. You'll see what the hell I'm talking about. Up next, out of Germany, we got 2 albums. This is the 3rd, and it should be the 5th. Yeah. This is Triumvirat. Or Triumvirate, if you want to be telling English. But Triumvirat. Okay, there we go. Spartacus, 3rd album. The 2nd album, The Illusions of a Dimple, I don't have yet. That's the white cover. I'm gonna order that or find it in their record shop soon and get that. So this is a band. I mean, The School of Instant Pain, 622, The Walls of Doom, The Deadly Dream of Freedom, Hazy Shades of Dawn. Okay, just by the titles, you can tell this is a prog band. I mean, even if the song's only 3 minutes, you know you're going to get such synth and experimental instrumentation. It's going to live up to these almost classical titles. And you can turn over to side 2. I mean, The Sweetest Sound of Liberty, March to the Eternal City, almost 9 minutes long. And then, of course, the title track, 3 parts, almost 8 minutes. This is the German equivalent of Genesis. A lot of, if you go back and you read, a lot of, even if they're fans, and critics, they all said, well, they're trying to be Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I think the lead singer sounds like he's doing a little bit more closer to robotic Peter Gabriel classic Genesis than Emerson, Lake and Palmer. But these are fantastic tracks. These suck you in. And this is a band that deserves a lot more attention than they get. And at the end, they really did mirror Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Genesis. I mean, before they officially broke up, but you go next to 1978, about I think it's 2 albums later. A la carte. Yeah. That's the record cover. That's the sleeve. I mean, and here's each track on the back with a breakdown of how to describe them as food items. I mean, you look at Goodbye, A Bavarian in New York. I don't even know your name. Joanne Walker. For You. The songs are a lot shorter. The longest one is 6:48, Late Again. Incredible rocker. And the shortest is Darling at 3:46. And it's labeled as Your choice of desserts: aged cheese or fresh apple pie with whipped cream. Yeah, okay, okay, whatever. So at the end of this, by '78, they've turned into an AOR band, uh, just like Styx had, just like REO Speedwagon did. Even Cheap Trick was borderline AOR at times on their albums at this point. It's '78, it's what sells. And this is a German band just responding to the changing guard. And like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, I mean, they're not above the trends. I mean, not that ELP ever did anything that bad in 1978. Love Beach. Oh, God. Oof. Sorry, I had a really, really bad album on the back of my tongue right there. Ugh. Ugh. Not that Triumvirate ever did anything that bad. Yeah. I'd rather listen to a la carte any day. Yeah, it gets poppy, it gets more synth heavy, it gets more commercial, but I'll take a la carte over that LB album, you know. So those are just what I've been listening to lately on the teas. I got In City Dreams and another Robin Trower album up on the platter over there. And we're going to go from there. All right, till next time. See you in hell, my friends. Hit like, subscribe, drop a comment. Listen, it all helps. Yeah, I'm not complaining. And I got 12 subs. I probably would have, if I didn't lose some, I'd have 15. It's all good to be here and to be doing this in my spare time. Till my dumbass gets fucking hired. Oops. Demonetized. Whatever. I'm not getting monetized till I get at least 100 followers, I think, or 200. Whatever the hell it is. That's just everything. See you on the next one.